MLB Prize Picks for Tuesday, April 4th. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. Let's go find some winners. Off to a pretty decent start in MLB this year. I believe we are 8-3 on official MLB video specific picks. Yesterday we go 2-1. Brian Reynolds, TJ Friedel cashed pretty easily. Carlos Carrasco catches the hook. Needed 4.5 strikeouts to get 4. So we move on. Still a 2-1 day. And today is Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks, meaning later in the day they're going to drop discounts on players. You'll see it for NBA, MLB. There's usually a hockey taco, and they just knock down the line a little bit. You play the over, you get a little bit of extra value. They're not guaranteed locks, but you get a much better percentage there. And really, Taco Tuesday is, in general, just a lot of fun. If you want to start playing on Prize Picks, get in on Taco Tuesday. Deposit on Prize Picks using your code SNIPER. Get you $100 deposit match and 2 free months of the DFS Army Prop subscription. What does a DFS Army Prop subscription get you? Get you access to all of our picks and plays in the Discord. MLB, PGA's in there, NBA, NHL, MMA picks, tennis. We cover pretty much everything. And not just pregame. We have a coach in there giving out live plays to find value throughout the day, and the games stuff pops up constantly. Also, you get access to the tool. The tool lets you compare prize pick lines to zoom in a little bit so we can see in the video. Prize pick lines to DK odds, and our projections help you find some strong plays to investigate on the day. All right, let's get into the picks for this video, see how we can follow up today. I got 4 plays for you today. First one we're going to start with here is this Brandon Marsh total base prop. Brandon Marsh, minus 130 to get a hit. We are projecting him at 0.81. So bases, go ahead and put in Brandon Marsh. Why else are we looking at Brandon Marsh? Like, he is got a 4-11 start to the year, hitting pretty decent. He German, and he's facing German, who does not do well in his first start of the year. Typically gets absolutely shelled. 3 of the last 4 years just it's gotten blasted. Marsh has the platoon advantage. They're really took the total base prop, which I like to start with. There wasn't a ton jumping out there when you dig into BVP and splits, and I think Marsh is the best of the bunch at the minus 130. German's history. I'm going to go ahead and play Brandon Marsh more than 0.5 total base, as well as his decent start to the season. All right, next play up, one I did like as well, is Marcus Simeon. Simeon, we're going to take this over the 8 on the fantasy score line. Right, taking on Kyle Gibson. Simeon hits Gibson well, 8 for 24 all-time, 3 doubles, 1 home run. So that 333 average, plus extra base hits, and especially on Prize Picks, Marcus Simeon has some stolen base upside, which if you're not familiar with the scoring system, pop it up real quick. Stolen base is worth 5. Very, very healthy. We're going to talk about them again in a second. But you can get on base and steal. You're going to make most lines. Simeon off to a decent start this year, 5 for 18 hitting, 278. Gibson did not pitch. I don't think he pitched well in his last outing. He kind of win, I believe, but Boston hit 316 against him. He got through 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. Don't think he's locked in yet. I think that Texas will be able to get to him. To try and close this now. There we go. So I will play Marcus Simeon more than 8 on the fantasy score. We're going to take a quick pause here. Guys, hit the like button for me. We got to our goal yesterday. It did pop in the comments. It gave away a free month of DFS Army prop subscription. So congrats there. Thank you for hitting the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. There was an NBA video last night. Hopefully those plays didn't get bumped, and hopefully you got in on them. One more time, though, pop that like button. Appreciate it. And let's dig in to plays number 3 and 4. Next play I liked was CJ Cron, also over on the bases. This line was also at minus 130. Cron is 7 for 24. BVP all time against your eyes, 292, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, can hit extra bases. He's got, I think he is 7 for 19 in the first little bit of the season here. I think that Colorado will get a little bit of offense going. Although it doesn't really matter. We just need any hit from CJ Cron. He's got a good split against Urias. Decent matchup again. I think that the base props probably what I like the least, and the fantasy score props are what I like the most in terms of the 4 I found this morning. More plays and value will open up throughout the day. Like I said, CJ Cron, batting 292 all time against Urias, off to really strong start this year. He's got 3 home runs already this year, I believe. Total bases 11, 1, 16. Hasn't got a hit in the last 2 days, but still off to a decent start on the year. Got the minus 130 prop we're looking at. And like I said, he's been able to make good contact and get some hits against Julio Urias. So he'll be play number 3, CJ Cron, more than 0.5 bases. Need one more play. I want to pop over the Divas Army tool one more time. So we have our total base props. We also have projections here for the fantasy score, or sometimes I will take a look at if I need one last play. And that's what I'm going to go here. I started digging into Christian Yelich and his fantasy score line being at 5. Go ahead and dig in and figure out what's going on here with Christian Yelich. Fantasy score 5. I'm going to look at the more. Well, Christian Yelich is taking on Max Scherzer. You immediately go, oh, Max Scherzer. Might want to stay away from that. Christian Yelich can hit Max Scherzer. 10 for 34 all time. Plenty of looks. It's a 294 average. He's got a double, a triple, 3 home runs, slugging 647 against him. I know Yelich is off to a slow start this season. I believe he's 3 for his first 15 at 200, but he's got a stolen base as well. He's got the stolen base upside. He can snag a bag, and between the history, ability to steal a base, and really 5 on the fantasy score, I know he's got Max Scherzer. I still will take the more here for Christian Yelich. So we got our 4 plays. Let's do our quick recap. We got Brandon Marsh, more than 0.5 total bases. Marcus Simeon, more than 8 on the fantasy score. CJ Cron, more than 0.5 total bases. Christian Yelich, more than 5 on the fantasy score. I'm just going to play. I'm going to break this up today. 2s, 5, 6s are the most profitable thing. I mention it pretty much every day. They don't have 5 plays, but I don't want to overforce. There's videos on this channel about math behind why you want to play 2s, 5, 6s. Should go and check those out. I'm going to play the 4 here for a little bit less, and I'm going to break these up into 2 separate pairs. And I think I'm going to keep the bases together, knock this in for a pair, clear real quick, and we got to find Yelich in the fantasy score, Simeon on the fantasy score. Lock those guys in, and that's kind of how you break up some plays. Honestly, if it wasn't for these YouTube videos, I wouldn't have bothered with the 2. I either would have held on to those, waited for a 5 or a 6 to come through, or I would have just made the pairs. But playing in front of you guys, as I always do, had to get that out there. So one last time, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully I see you in DFS Army. You get access to all those tools and picks. That link is in the description. Code SNIPER for your 20% off. Don't forget that is under $20 a month. I hope to see you there. Your daily reminder that whether you are a DFS Army member or not, you probably should be. But either way, good luck on those contests, and I'll see you next time.